just got home from work. One of the reasons why I am recording this is because I want people to know how dedicated I am to get my finances and everything back on track. So basically what I want to do is do like a little vlog for every single day for a couple seconds, and basically tell you guys how many hours I worked, and then at the end of the week I'll tell you overall how much I worked. So basically my paychecks are not very much. I do make low income, so usually after my bills and everything are paid, I only have enough for gas and groceries. So me basically saving up, trying to save up money isn't really working out. So I decided to start picking up extra. I started picking up extra shifts at my job and doing other things that you guys will see as well to help my finance journey. So for July 27th, I worked 8 hours. It is a little bit past midnight, so today's technically the 28th now, but I am scheduled to work today as well. As of right now, I'm not going to have a day off until next Tuesday, but I also submitted a request to pick up next Tuesday and Wednesday, so there is a chance I could be on a straight 2-week stretch. I'm just waiting for those 2 days to be approved if management approves it. But overall, I will record these little entries every single day that I work to track my hours, tell you guys overall how many hours are on my paycheck, and then from there I'll probably either do the cash stuffing at the end of this video or do it in a separate video. But regardless, you guys will see it. I just basically want to show you guys how dedicated I am to getting everything back on track. But so today is, well, technically yesterday was day 1, so I will keep you guys posted, and thank you for tuning in and watching. We are back for day 2. I worked another 8 hours today for the pay period. I am now at 16 hours for the week, which isn't a lot, but hey, this is just the start. Update on next Tuesday and Wednesday, management did approval of it, so I am now on a 12-day stretch, which is going to be exhausting. But as of right now, I'm on day 2 out of 12, which I don't know if I said this for Monday the 27th. The day was alright. It wasn't too bad. Wasn't too slow, wasn't too busy, kind of at a decent pace where time flew by. For Tuesday, it was more busy, so we kind of got a little bit backed up in my department where I work at, but towards the last hour and a half I was there, we slowed down quite a bit, so we were able to kind of relax with that, so that was nice. I also want to state again that one of the reasons why I'm filming this is so that way you guys can see how much hours I'm working and how it affects me throughout the days, because like I said before, if your budget doesn't allow wiggle room and things like that, sometimes you're gonna have to pick up and work more. It's just how it is. So that's basically what I'm doing, is my budget doesn't really allow me to have wiggle room, so I am working more to make it work, and so that way I can go out and enjoy life. I also don't know in the first video I posted if I stated that in 2027 I'm planning on taking 3 different trips, 2 weekend getaways and 1 week-long beach vacation. So that's another reason why I'm picking up hours right now, is so that way I can go ahead and start getting money aside for that. Just because if I start to get burnt out, I can pull back, work a little bit less, relax and things like that, and then up my hours again. But as of right now, management approved the extra shifts for this week and also next week. So as of right now, I'm sitting at 16 hours already worked, and then if everything goes according to plan, I'll have 48 hours in total this week and then 48 hours total next week. So on the pay period, I will have 80 hours of regular time and then 16 hours of overtime. So that will definitely help out with my financial goals and getting there. My first financial task I want to do is I want to get my car fixed. Not too long ago, a deer ran out and hit my car and messed up my headlight, so it's kind of hard to see out the headlight. And yeah, we all know how it is hitting a deer. But that is like my biggest financial goal, and it's going to cost about $500 to get everything fixed. So that is my first goal, is getting that. So hopefully by the end of August, I'll have enough saved up with all the overtime money, so that way I can get my car fixed. And then from there, we'll see what I decide for my next financial goal. But as of right now, we're still going strong. Day 2 out of 12. So we will see what the week pulls. I will also state that I thought that this was going to be like a physical restraint type of thing, just because I do have a physical restraint job. But as of right now, it's probably going to be more of a mental state, just with the other departments trying to tell me how to do my job and things like that. So I think it's going to end up turning into more of a mental task than a physical task itself. But I will continue to post these and update you guys throughout the week on my 12-day stretch. When I tell you it's been a nightmare today at work, it's been an absolute nightmare. We only had 4 people in my department. We were nonstop busy. We had no time to just get up off of our feet for a minute. We've had other departments giving us attitude all night and basically just being rude to us for no reason. But hey, that's life in my job. And basically, just to sum this up as well, when I just got home a couple minutes ago, I couldn't find my keys. I was literally checking my pant pockets. I was checking the pockets on my top. I was looking at my car. I even like unpacked my lunch bucket and took in there. And the whole time I'm sitting here hearing like my keys jingling. So I'm like, I know they're on my body somewhere. I just don't know where they were. When I literally tell you, my keys were like this, literally on my hand. So if that doesn't sum up the night that I had, I don't know what else will. So to give you guys an update on my hours, I'm now at 24 hours. Today's day 3 out of a 12-day stretch. So basically I'm working 6 days a week, and then the first day and the last day of the pay cycle are my 2 days off. So that's kind of why they're back-to-back days off. But it's literally day 3 out of 12 in a row. And it's a mental grind right now. Because like 3 days I work that every week. I work usually naturally scheduled 4 days. But yeah, doing 12 straight days stretch is a grind. And I also found out that some scheduling may be changing on the shift after me. So 3rd shift. So I was considering possibly working a couple extra hours and helping them out on 3rd shift, depending on which days they need and kind of how I'm feeling, kind of like what happens during my shifts. But it's one of those things, it's like I want to see what I'm feeling at the end of this day 12 stretch for me to decide next pay cycle. Because if I can get through this 12 days and be able to not feel like I'm mentally, emotionally, and physically and everything drained, I may try and pick up more hours. All I know is when it comes to my weekend off, my Saturday, Sunday off, I will not be picking up. I will be taking that time for myself to recharge, to relax, to get caught up on things, which I'm actually out of clean work clothes right now, so I will be staying up for the next couple hours doing some laundry until I have some work clothes. So it might be a long night, which hopefully I'll be able to sleep in tomorrow. Actually, I will be. But right now I'm actively making hot chocolate because I had a long day. And hot chocolate sounded good. Actually, chocolate sounded good, but I don't have any like chocolate or anything sweet to kind of crave my chocolate tooth right now. So making some hot chocolate to see if that kind of craves it. Waiting for my water to heat up. So I am now at 24 hours for the week. I worked 8 hours today, so that puts me at 24 hours for the week and 24 hours for the pay cycle. So naturally, once I work one more day, that's basically all I get scheduled for the week. But since I picked up, I'm going to be working more. So If I don't work anymore, since the days are already approved, I'll be at 48 hours this week, 48 hours next week, which will give me a total of 8 hours of regular pay time for a pay period and then 16 hours of overtime. So I'm keep on telling myself that my first paycheck in August should be really, really, really good, and it should help me out a lot, and my water's getting ready to start steaming because I can hear it getting hot. So I'm just trying to keep on telling myself that everything is going to be okay, that we're going to get there, and hopefully the money and the payout's going to be worth it. Because, like I said, depending on how I feel this 12 days, next pay cycle, I may just have to work my regular time, maybe like an extra 1 day a week, rather than picking up 2 days a week, and kind of going from there. But everything is going to be based off how I feel after this 12 days. If I'm not feeling completely mentally, emotionally, and everything drained, I may do this same routine next pay cycle if I can get the days approved by management and get that extra overtime. Because basically, the more overtime I work right now, the better off my finances are going to be. For my trips, for my car, for everything else I'm planning on doing. And I really, really can't wait to get that first paycheck in August for A, to see my hard work pay off, and B, so that way I can do my first cash stuffing video for you guys. So it's probably not going to be until like mid-August when I'm able to do that. But I'm really, really excited to do this. Sorry, my water went off and people are sleeping in my house, so I had to get it really fast. Yeah, but that's basically where we are at for the 12-day stretch period. So, like I said, as of right now, I'm still going strong, because obviously working 3 days in a row is basically nothing. At my last job, I worked over 60 hours normally a week, but that was also more of an office job where I got to sit down and kind of relax. So basically right now we're just waiting to kind of see like how I feel, because obviously now I have a physical restraint job. So just going to be taking it day by day at this point. But I also want to say, because I haven't said it yet, if you guys have tuned in and watched my previous videos, I just want to thank you for stopping in and supporting. I do greatly appreciate it, because obviously the more I can grow this channel, the better I can benefit my life and other things. So I just want to tell you guys how much I really do appreciate it. But I will continue to update you guys on my 12-day stretch, and hopefully I can make it through. Also, another reason why I wanted to create this, because A, I wanted to show you guys like the grind and everything that I'm going through, just because I feel like A, it's relatable, because a lot of people have to work these long days. But also, because like I know I've told you guys before that I wanted to make this just so that way I can update you guys on my hours and kind of give you the breakdown of my days and everything. But I feel like a lot of people that do like budgeting, cash, and things like that on their channels, they only show you the money side of things. Like, I want to be able to make my channel a little bit more personal. So it's like when I'm seeing like people say like, oh, like, yeah, like this X amount of money came from my business. Okay, like, what do you do for your business? Like, I want to get to know you. Like, don't get me wrong, you guys showing people how to budget and things like that is great. I just want to kind of make it a little bit more personal for me, because like I said, when I'm watching those videos, I'm like, oh, like, what kind of business do you run, like, blah blah blah, and things like that. So that's kind of why, or like, what do you do for fun, or things like that with you know, your travel expensive and things like that. So that's another reason why I want to make this, just so that way you guys kind of get more of a glimpse of me, my personal life, and things like that. But like I said, if you guys have watched my previous videos, thank you so much. I do greatly appreciate it. If you guys want to see anything certain or anything extra, things like that, comment below, let me know, so that way I can continue to make sure that you guys are watching, or so that way you guys can get what you want to watch. But I appreciate it. Thank you. So I just got home from work, changed into my PJs. I'm probably gonna go take a shower after I'm done with this. But I just finished up day 4 out of 12. Another 8 hours, so that now brings me up to 32 hours for this week and 32 for the pay period. So after I work my next shift, I'll be officially at 40 hours, which means whatever I work afterwards will be overtime. today is day 5 out of the pay period. So I was off Sunday, and that was day 1 of the pay period, and then I worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday. So Saturday will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So 4 times 8, it should be 32. So then Friday, I'll hit 40 hours, and then Saturday should be at 48 hours. So I'll have 40 hours base rate pay, and then time and a half for that last 8 hours, and that's going to be the same way as it is next week for the second half of the pay period. So I'll work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then be off Saturday, which will be the last day of the pay cycle. So I should have 48 hours this week and then 48 hours next week. That's the whole plan. As of right now, I have not picked up anything extra on third shift. I know that I was considering possibly doing it, but I haven't yet. Still considering it. As of right now, we're still going strong. Today, I can't really complain about my shift. I mean, we were pretty decent staff tonight. We had 9 people in my department tonight, so we basically was able to stay on top of everything. I wasn't tired. I'm not burnt out. I'm not going to make this video very long for this part for today. Reason why is I have to be up in a handful of hours to go donate plasma, or hopefully donate plasma with my friend. I'm a new donor. I've donated 1 time, but the last time I went to my appointment, I had bruises on my arm, so they deferred me temporarily until the bruises were healed. So basically, I'm going to show them my bruises to make sure that I'm fully healed up and everything like that, so that way they can, which I can already tell just by looking at them I am. So there's a chance that they will allow me to donate tomorrow, or I may have to schedule an appointment and come back, which if I schedule an appointment and come back, depending on how I'm feeling after my shift, technically tonight, because today's already Friday since I'm recording, because it's past midnight. So my Friday shift, depending on how I feel Saturday morning, I might go donate by myself. But that is also something that you guys will see later on. I'm trying to make it where my plasma donation money is strictly for my savings and things like that. So I'm trying not to spend any of it. And then my money from my job is going towards all my bills, and then also additional savings on top of that, depending on how many hours I work and what all I need to pay for and things like that. Yeah, but as of right now, we're still going strong. We're making it through. Today, overall, great day at work, which it's not very often that I say that, but I'm very grateful. But I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Thank you. So, just got home from work. Today was day 5 in a row. Honestly, I'm really surprised that between this shift I just worked and then last shift, I'm really surprised that the 2 shifts went as smoothly as what they did. We weren't slammed. We had enough staff for both days. So I kind of see the weekend going 2 different ways. I either see the weekend matching the last 2 shifts, or we're going to get absolutely slammed over the weekend. And I'm kind of worried we might get slammed. The reason why is I know how much people we're going to have in my department, because I believe we're only going to have 4 or 5, and then after a certain time when someone leaves, we're only going to go down to, I think, either 3 or 4. So kind of nervous to see how the next couple days play out. I do know one of my coworkers picked up for Saturday, another one picked up for Sunday, so I'm kind of hoping that helps us out. Like, I'm kind of overall hoping that we're not too slammed. Like, I hope it goes by at a fast rate. But my next shift, it will be the last shift for this video, because starting Sunday we'll start the new work week. So I want to do like this same kind of video, I guess, diaries, I don't know what you guys want to call them, at the end of shift, just to kind of show you. And then I won't have a day off until next Saturday. So we are 5 days in. At the end of this video, not the one I'm recording right now, but the next clip in this video, we will be at the end of 1 week. So our weeks run Sunday to Saturday. So I'm not gonna make this part, day 5, very long, just because I've been up since 6:30. I went to the plasma center today to try and donate, because like I explained last time, I had bruises on my arm, so they deferred me temporarily until the bruises healed. So I went in and showed them my arms. They said since I didn't have an appointment, I wasn't allowed to donate today, which I understood. I kind of was expecting it, but they did lift my deferral, so I get to go back Monday morning, so that way I can actually donate. So that happened today, and like I said, for the most part, my shift went for the most part smoothly. It was actually kind of slow. It kind of dragged a little bit, to be honest with you, but I was alright with it, because I feel like if we would have been slammed these last 2 shifts I just worked, I feel like I would have been exhausted going into the weekend. So kind of having that nice little change pace to kind of like slow down, I should be able to take our times and not have to be like go 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 and exhausting ourselves. So that was actually kind of nice. So I feel like we're gonna be pretty okay for the weekend, or at least energy wise we'll be okay. But yeah, so overall we are now at 40 hours for the pay period, 40 for this week. So at the end of my next shift, it'll be 48 for the pay period, 48 for the pay period, 48 hours for the week. So that's all I have for you guys today. So I will check back in with you guys tomorrow or after my next shift, and then at that point I'll start getting this edited and get it posted up for you guys, so that way you guys can actually watch it. Week 1 of the pay period is officially wrapped up. I just worked my last shift of this week. So starting Sunday, August 2nd, starts week 2 of the pay week. So we got 6 more shifts to go, 6 out of 12 shifts done, and we are officially at 48 hours, so 40 hours of standard pay, 8 hours of time and a half pay. So that I'm excited for. And then once I finish out next week, I should be at 80 hours bi-weekly, and then 16 hours of overtime. So a total of 96 hours. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to pick up a partial shift on 3rd shift, just kind of make it 20 hours of overtime. I'm trying to wait until I get closer to the end of the pay period, which isn't until next Sunday, and then kind of see how I feel, because I don't want to say, oh, I can handle a 12-hour shift right now, and then like the very next day maybe too burnout to want to get through my shift and things like that. But that's basically update. Today was okay. It was kind of busy off and on. So like we had some downtime, and then we'd get busy and not have downtime. It basically just went back and forth, so it wasn't too bad. Which one of my coworkers actually did pick up a shift tonight, so that helped having an extra body. So that would definitely help. But I mean, hey, he said that there's only 3 people that is able to get him to work next shift. 2 of our other coworkers and me, and it's literally because I'm willing to pick up shifts, which A, helps them out, and B, it helps me out financially. So he literally picked up a full shift just because I picked up 2 in order to help them, plus help me financially. So that was kind of cool of him to come in and help on his day off, so I do appreciate him for that. But this will be the last part of this video, just because I don't want it, because like we're probably already going to be at probably 30 to 40 minutes. I haven't like actually sat down and calculated the time yet, so I don't want this video to be like an hour and a half long if I add the second week. So I'll do the second week of the pay period and a separate video, so that way it's not like a super long video. But we're officially halfway through the pay cycle, which means in probably about a week and a half, 2 weeks, I'll get paid with all my overtime money and everything, and then I'll finally be able to do a cash stuffing video for you guys. So I'm very excited to do that. Alright, but thank you guys for tuning in. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. For anyone who watches, likes, comments, subscribes, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So thank you.